So we've lost 13 U.S. soldiers since strikes in Iran began 17 days ago. You know who is under fire for the use of an image of dignified transfer honoring fallen soldiers and using it in a fundraising email. He also wouldn't comment on the 6 service members killed in a refueling accident. People are getting a little cranky about it. Take a look.
Mr. President, your PAC put out a fundraising email a couple of days ago that's been criticized for using official White House photos of you and the dignified transfer. And the PAC is also promising access to secret.
Well, I was at the dignified transfer, unlike a lot
Do you
of
think
other
it's an
people.
appropriate email to send? Your critics are saying that you're fundraising.
I didn't see it. I mean, somebody puts it up. We have a lot of people working for us, but there's nobody that's better to the military than me.
Do you have a comment on the 6 service members who passed last week?
Who else?
I mean, no matter which side of the aisle you fall on, is this an acceptable response?
Just apologize.
Yeah.
Just apologize. How hard is it? And by the way, I don't like the baseball cap. I don't like it announcing the war in Iran. I don't like it at a dignified transfer. How hard is it to just say, I'm very sorry?
That should be the easy
anyway.
part, because whenever I see him avoid this part, it's so natural to mourn a death and to say, I know right now there are families hurting. This is the ultimate sacrifice you can give to our country. That doesn't even politically take any blame. It just is saying, oh my gosh, my heart hurts for all of you. You know, that part should come so naturally, and he just can't spit it out.
Well, but you know, so there was a baseball cap aspect to it, right? He was wearing a baseball cap in the dignified transfer. He's been golfing and partying at Mar-a-Lago throughout this war. And then we have this. So just when you think that he can't do anything that is more inhumane, callous, inappropriate, not presidential, and stupid, he goes and proves me wrong and does it. And the same thing is what he said about when he put out the tweet comparing the Obamas to apes, right? That he hadn't seen it. Well, okay, if you have sent out fundraising emails, you know that there's a lot of eyes that go through it before it gets put out. So if there were people who did this and you didn't know and you hadn't seen it, then call them out, fire them, condemn what was done, and apologize. He didn't do it with the Obamas, he's not doing it here.
Well, I think the other reality, it's true in every situation. Tone is set at the top. People follow the leader.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And we'll talk a little bit more about this when we come back. We were talking about how you know who uses an image of a dignified transfer of fallen soldiers in a fundraising email. And I don't understand. I don't understand. These are human beings that are dying. And y'all are acting like it's not a big deal. This is a volunteer army. We have people volunteer to take care of this country, and this is how you treat them and keep your hat on?
Yeah, but what about the part where it says I'm opening up spots on the National Security Briefing membership?
Oh, yes.
Claim your spot. I was like, are we getting on the signal chain now? Like, can we all get the briefings?
That's something, I mean, you know, fundraising off of dead American soldiers from an unconstitutional and illegal war is sick and undignified and par for the course with this president. But what was really,
he's still playing golf.
which he plays golf all the time. What was really shocking to me was that in the fundraising email, one of them, he promised donors private national security briefings by the president himself. And then
Does that scare anyone
he
else?
says, for the first time ever, I'm opening up spots on the National Security Briefing membership. As a National Security Briefing member, you'll receive my private national security briefings. I mean, they're supposed to be for the President of the United States, not for Joe the plumber. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense.
A lot about this administration doesn't make any sense. But just remember, these are human beings and real fathers and mothers and brothers and sisters of people whose lives were snuffed out because this man decided to go to war and not explain it to anybody, not explain what is the point of what we're doing. Because you say you don't want regime change, you're not going to do it, and then here you are doing it. And I'm sorry, you know, it's just, I don't think people are buying your BS anymore. I just don't think so.
I do made a good point at the break. We were talking at the break, and I said, I can't believe that the president didn't know that Iran's response to this would be to close the Strait of Hormuz and not allow tankers in, and now our energy prices are going off the rails, $8
what
a
did
gas.
Carly say?
Very predictable.
And your response was...
He was advised, I think, by Dan Kane, but
Who
anyone
was
who
the
knows
head of the
history...
Joint Chief of Staffs.
Absolutely.
a
Anyone
career.
who knows history would know, of course, they're going to close the Straits of Hormuz. You
Yeah.
can agree with his decision that something had to be done about Iran, but disagree with the decision-making process. Yeah. It did not consider all the risks and the contingencies, clearly. It overrode advice, clearly. It did not build support and understanding. So now our allies are wondering whether they're going to help us clear the Straits of Hormuz.
Didn't seem to have an exit plan. Like
But
of how-
Iran was going to engage in asymmetric warfare. This is existential to them.
Right.
And so they will use every weapon they have,
Right.
all predictable.
But
But
this,
you
I
kn-
can tell you this,
Yep.
100% sure.
Yep.
If Biden or Obama had done this with a fundraising email using a photo of dignified transfer, Republicans would have set them on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the things we could bring up that if somebody else had done it, what would have happened? But you know what? You know what to do on Election Day. You know what to... This is...